Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's Samantha, Thrifty Finds on a Dime Boutique, and if you're new here, I resell things online for a profit. If that sounds like something you might be interested in, make sure you subscribe to this video and like it for some more awesome content to come. Today I'm going to give you a what's sold video of the end of April. I would say April sales were pretty slow, but I did work quite a bit because I am a nurse too. So I worked quite a few doubles and 12-hour shifts, especially in that last week. So I blame it on not being able to work online. But I have been for May and my sales have definitely picked up. So I'm excited to bring another video after this one for the beginning of May because it's definitely picking up for me. So before I get started, I want to say I'm not going to be telling you each price I paid for the item just because I have to think about what content I can add, and what I will add for you is what I would pay in the future or if I would buy the item or not. I find that's going to be most helpful to you because what I paid for it might not be what you'll be able to get it for, but if I'm able to tell you what I would pay for it, that might help determine if you can pick it up for that price or not when you're shopping. So make sure you're learning something new each day, guys. I promise you'll be able to build on it and produce a whole wealth of knowledge of reselling, and you can do this as long as you stay consistent and you put in that work each day. But let me go ahead and get started sharing with you what I sold for the end of April. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hi guys, so I will be looking down at my phone just so I can give you specific title details, what I paid for the item, just to refresh my memory. I do sell the most on Poshmark. I've made only $505 the end of April with that, but I'll share with you what I sold. So for starters, I sold a Talbot's basket weave yellow short sleeve dress. This one I would pick up again. It was really nice. It was a thicker quality material. I would pay less than $3 for it if I was gonna pick it up again though. It sold for $25. A La Plume blue suede sandal wedge. Now this one was kind of a brand I hadn't heard of before, but I would pick it up again. They were really cute and those sold within a couple of months. So it wasn't a quick sell, but it sold for $29 and I would pay up to $4 for those, especially if they're in really good condition, maybe $5. Next is a Rebecca Taylor ruffle bottom detail keyhole back top. This one I sold for $15. I just vividly remember I only picked it up because of the brand and I got it for less than $1. I know I said I wasn't going to share prices that I paid, but that's the reason why I picked that one up. It didn't sell super quick. I think it was within 3 months, but it took up no space. So honestly, I would pick that one up again if I could get it less than $1. Lucky brand navy soft leather messenger bag. This I actually picked up from Style Encore's clearance sale, and it sold within I think 6 hours of listing it for $24. I would pick this up again for under $5, especially if it was in great shape. If it wasn't had any damage or anything, I probably would not pick the bag up at all. I don't like to put in any work if it's going to be under $30, especially for purses, because you can mess them up so easily. Next is a Luaro Madison flowy brown skirt. This one sold for $15. Luaro is something I would only pay up to $1, and really I'm only going to pick up pieces that are new with tags, and that's just a personal preference. Maybe they sell better for you guys, but I don't know. I don't even really enjoy listing them, so maybe that's just my thing. I probably won't pick up any more Luaro unless it's like the Monroe kimono or something like that. Or for myself, maybe a print, but I don't really even wear it. All right, next is a Calvin Klein soft black leather hobo satchel bag. This one sold for $30. I would pick this one up again. It was beautiful, and again, this one sold in less than 6 hours too. I listed it the same day I listed the Lucky brand. I would pay less than, I don't know, I'd probably pay up to $7 depending on the wear. If there was any wear to it, I would pay up to $4. And if there was major wear to it, I wouldn't pick it up at all because that's just too much work for me to do. All right, next is a pair of Giuseppe women's white metallic strap high tops. I know I probably butchered the brand. I'm only familiar with it because of reselling. I mean, I grew up in a small, country town, so I'm not really into big brands. I only found out about them through thrifting, but I knew immediately when I saw the brand, I had to pick these up. I remember I paid $18 for these, and I would probably pay up to $25 again for them. I held on to these probably for 3 months, I believe. It was since February, so yeah, 3 months. So they sold fairly quickly. I mean, $189 is a great price. I had them listed a lot higher because they resell and retail for quite a bit. But I was happy with the $189, so I gladly accepted her offer. Next is VS Leopard Bikini. It was a set, so it sold for $17. I would pay up to $5 for a bikini set by Victoria's Secret. And if it was just like the top alone, I would pay maybe $1 and maybe $2, depending if it was like the bombshell or something that is a recent seller for Victoria's Secret. New with tags, Victoria's Secret sports bra, lightweight strappy sports bra. This one sold for $21. I would pick this up again for under $3. Victoria's Secret still sells for me. It's not like an everyday occurrence, and I keep it stocked in my closet because there's always going to be someone who wants Victoria's Secret sports bra, a swimsuit, and that's what I sell the most of. I really don't sell the yogas or anything like that. I have in the past, I should say, and probably would again, but Victoria's Secret, again, is a brand I wouldn't pay more than probably $2 per item, and it would have to be in new condition. J. Crew brown leather braided heels. These sold for $15. I would pay up to $3 for that item again. Shoes are hard to come by, and those were in new shape. Next is a Free People plaid sleeveless dress. I would pay up to $3 or $5 for a Free People's piece, depending on the style again. Next is a Fossil straw bag. This one sold for $21. I love Fossil. I love selling Fossil. I would pick it up if I could get it for $5 or under. And I'm going to try and stick more to the leather bags and like the distressed leather. So not like the coated leather and stuff. The coated leather seems to not do very well for me, or the canvas. So I am going to be picking up more leather items instead, just as a tip. But I would still not pass over Fossil, period, if I could get it for under $3 for sure. I'll hold on to it. A J. Crew orange scalped edge cutout orange dress. Now this one sold for $30. It was new with tags. The collar was stunning. I would pay up to $5 for another J. Crew piece like this. Maybe even $10 depending, because it was a really nice item. It wasn't like the typical J. Crew that they have. All right, next is a bundle, and I actually created the bundle and sent the offer to the lady. It was for a Steve Madden overcoat, layering jacket, and dark brown Dolce Vita knit lined boots. And I sent her an offer of $30, making my earnings $24. The reason why I was okay with sending this kind of offer, those booties were listed literally probably since last November, I want to say, maybe December, I'm not sure. They've been listed a while and they hadn't sold. I was super surprised they haven't sold, but I was just happy to get it out of my closet and still make a profit on that. Next is a Fossil distressed soft black leather flap purse. This one sold for $25. Again, black distressed leather, Fossil, I'll pick it up. $5 or under, great price. And that's what I sold for Poshmark for $505. Next is Mercari. So Mercari, I hadn't listed faithfully on probably that entire week just because I was exhausted from working so much. So Poshmark really got all my attention. And even though I say all my attention, really it was only a few hours, unfortunately, that last week of April. But now that I'm not working as much, I am being more consistent, and my next video is going to be pretty awesome. So for Mercari, I sold the sack purse for $20, a small dish for $13, making my last week in April total for $33 for Mercari. That's not very good, but that's okay. I paid like hardly anything for both of those items, so at least I made some money. Style Encore, I went and sold some items to, and I made $143. And then Plato's Closet, I made $89, bringing the exact same stuff that they didn't take at Style to Plato's. So that brings my total for reselling at the end of April for all my avenues of making money at $770. It sounds like a lot on paper, but you have to keep in mind this doesn't include cost of goods, this doesn't include my time shipping, although all the shipping labels were paid for, so they were sent to me, that doesn't get deducted out of this. It's still not enough for me to live off of, but I also have to keep in mind I did work over 40 hours that week as a nurse. And honestly, when I was off, I was like just exhausted. I was like, relax time, you know. So I wasn't working, and it definitely showed. I'm surprised I made as much as I did for the amount of work that I did put in. But again, May is going to be better. I'm going to be more consistent, and I already have. It's paying off. So just remember, guys, if you're only doing this, you can. You just have to make sure you're putting out consistent numbers, and you're not like, well, I guess I think I did enough today. Write it down. Each day, keep a book, put what day it is, write what you did. So you know, hey, I shared this amount of items. Hey, I listed this amount of items. Hey, I pictured this amount of items this day. And then you can go back and be like, well, this day I only made this amount of sales. What did I do differently this day versus this one? So you can compare it by keeping a notebook and keeping all your information wrote down for you to look back on. I've been more consistent with doing that for myself, and I am really seeing it pay off. I'm getting more work done. I am able to see what I'm doing, and I can implement that into my future routines. So thank you guys so much for watching, and make sure you tune in to May's sales. I can't wait to share those with you. Have a great day, everyone.